Hello everybody, it's Gary Stuckey with Real Music. There he is, young Kris Kristofferson, the amazing songwriter and country singer. Just did a video about him and Sinead O'Connor. Check it out. And in that video, he's full of compassion for her. Now, I wonder how he got to be in that shape. Well, let me tell you, this guy here, he grew up listening to Hank Williams. And when he got older, he was in the Army. He was flying helicopters. He left the Army early. Well, by the way, he was stationed in Fort Rucker right here in Alabama. But he left the Army, wanted to pursue a career in songwriting. And his parents disowned him because he wanted to be like Johnny Cash and work with him. So they wrote a letter to him when he was sweeping floors at Columbia Records in Nashville. And the letter said something like, "We thought it was cute whenever you would sing Hank Williams songs when you were younger, but now you're wanting to sing and be like Johnny Cash, that drug addict." Oh, but if they only knew. And as he was working, he was struggling. Didn't have a lot of money. He had these dreams, these hopes. He didn't give up. He had a son with health problems, and he had to pay a lot of money, had a lot of bills, and his wife divorced him. So he's struggling with that. He doesn't have any money. Going through all that, gets a letter that basically rejects him and disowns him. He takes some of his songs and his demos on a tape and slips it to Johnny Cash's wife, June, in the hopes that she would take him to Johnny. And she did. But Johnny chunked him into the lake and chunked him into a big pile and never listened to him. And at one time, Kris, who had been flying the helicopters for platform rigs down in Louisiana, which I could relate. I've been on one of those helicopters, but he flew a helicopter to Johnny Cash's house in the hopes to give him his songs that he worked so hard for. And there's a lot of legends about that story. Who knows what the real story is, but that is a fact. He flew his helicopter up there. And he never gave up, and it paid off. His songs, me and Bobby McGee, they really hit it big for the good times. Sunday Morning Coming Down, Help Me Make It Through the Night, all recorded by some amazing artists. Of course, you had Janis Joplin with me and Bobby McGee, Johnny Cash with Sunday Morning Coming Down. So he did get his hope and dreams fulfilled with Johnny Cash. And of course, he worked with Johnny later in The Highwaymen. Yes, a lot of great songs. He's an actor, been in a lot of movies, things like that. A very talented guy. He didn't give up. Remember that. Had his dreams talked about, made fun of. Wife divorced him, had bills to pay, didn't have money. Kept going, kept pursuing, pushing himself. Didn't give up. And he's able to encourage others like Sinead O'Connor years later. So there you go. What a guy. Inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2004 and still active at the age of 86. What a guy. An inspiration. I hope this inspires you. It really has for me, and hopefully I can get to talk to him one day. Would be nice to have an interview with the legend, Kris Kristofferson. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and always remember to keep the music real.